if one were to argue in realpolitik, isn't this a moment in which America says, and not Trump, but America and the future president as well, says, we're enough with state building. We won't do this anymore. Uh, Other continents have to assume responsibility. We have a responsibility towards the Western Hemisphere, as President Monroe established a long time ago. And we should take care of our own airports, as President Trump said, and not the airports of third world countries.
Well, there are a lot of holes in this argument, it seems to me. Sure, we should always take care of our own problems first. There's no question in my mind about that. And frankly, even at its peak, USAID wasn't spending a hell of a lot of money abroad. The United States spends a much smaller percentage of its GNP, or spent a much smaller percentage of its GNP on foreign assistance than most developed European countries did. We were not carrying a disproportionate part of the burden. We should always pay attention to our own hemisphere, of course, but the kind of attention that the Trump administration is paying is essentially strengthening the autocrats of the Western Hemisphere, and
one could claim also in Iran with
yes,
the war.
And countering, Brazil is the biggest democracy in Western America, in Western Hemisphere, and the Trump administration can't abide its democratically elected president. I understand why they can't. They prefer his more autocratic predecessor. So, sure, there's always room for debate on this subject. How much attention to pay to the Western Hemisphere, how much to Asia Pacific, how much to Europe. And rebalancing towards the Asia Pacific makes a certain amount of sense. But in order to do that, you can't leave catastrophes in your wake, and you can't make catastrophes. I mean, you can argue that the first war on Iran had some positive impact because it destroyed a lot of the nuclear program. But the second war was crazy. And the second war really demonstrated American weakness, as my former dean, Elliot Cohen, has written in The Atlantic. It's a giant demonstration of American weakness, inability on the diplomatic side, but also an inability to anticipate the consequences of its actions. And so we've weakened ourselves dramatically, it seems to me, and that's a big problem. But if you want to debate how much we should spend on foreign aid, how much we should spend in the Asia Pacific rather than the Western Hemisphere or Europe, those are debates that have constantly occurred in the United States. And we should have those debates. But we shouldn't do things that weaken the United States unnecessarily or create openings for adversaries, which is what we've done.